Hello and welcome back to our VLI Biology Online Labs. My name is Ms. Copay and I'm here with our fifth lab this week. We're going to refer to our lab manual and lab 36 on memory to get us started. This kind of kicks off our unit 8 for the semester on physiology. And we're going to be looking at how memories are formed and how short-term memory and long-term memory are different. And you're going to be examining those in the lab this week. Remember, you're turning in this week your completed lab report, including pictures of yourself completing those labs. And then you're going to be submitting with your lab report template, you're going to be submitting the completed lab manual pages. And those are referenced in Buzz as well. So what is this lab this week to look at memories and how they form? I put on Buzz a video that talks about short-term versus long-term memory and areas of the brain that dominate those two functions. So I encourage you to look at that video on Buzz as well. But what you're going to be referring to this week is this figure, all these figures on the back of your lab manual. These are going to be what you're going to be studying and then looking at your ability to recall those images in the short term and then long term, and you're going to be tracking it for several days. And so this here is going to take you through the process of looking at those pictures on day 1. You're going to study those pictures for a period of 2 minutes. And then it's going to ask you how many you can recall right after that 2 minutes. And so after you study them, set your timer for 2 minutes, then you're going to put it away and you're going to write down what you remember. And then it's going to say, okay, then put a timer for 5 minutes and come back 5 minutes later and see how many you can recall. And again, a separate piece of paper, you want to not look at your previous results, see how many you can recall in 5 minutes. Then it says, take a break and come back 20 minutes. Set a timer for 20 minutes and come back and see how many you can recall at that point. And then it says 50 minutes later. So do the same thing at the end of the hour and see how many you can recall. And that's your data for just day 1. Okay, and so this would be our short-term recall. Then it asks you to complete this daily. And so you're going to do this a 2 minute on day 2. You're going to come back and you're going to study the image for another 2 minutes and then do the same steps for recall. And you're going to follow that through here and create a tracking of just how many tally marks for every different data point on here. And so it says here you're going to have your data for immediately after, and you can record this on this graph for every day. Create a graph to monitor how much over time you're able to recall, and hopefully you'll see that over the timeline of studying these for 10 days, how many more you're able to recall as your memories move from the short-term immediate recall locations in the brain to embedded long-term memories. And again, you'll have hopefully an appreciation for how those memories form and what the point of studying is. So this is a great reminder for how our brains work. If you have any questions this week, please email me or ask your instructor during class. But it's pretty straightforward and a fun activity for you. So have a great time doing it, and I will see you in our next recording. Bye.